this is Kelly from Root Pursuit, and today we're talking about how to build your stash. So this is kind of a process that I've sort of fallen into over time, and I realized that I do have a very specific process for recreating the most common items that I make when creating a junk journal. I have a stash now, and I'll go ahead and show you. So this is the state of my current desk. It's got a lot of things at my reach. I've got this new bit up here, but I also have a new secretary that I wanted to show you. So this is my secretary, and I'm just starting to get it organized, but it basically is housing my completed ephemera. So I've got cards here. I've got, these are like greeting cards. Actually, I should specify something that folds out. This is little miniature file folders. These are my genealogy cards. Back here are my full page envelopes that fold ups. Small little miscellaneous pieces of ephemera. Small, medium, and large tags. And down here I have notepads. These are bookmarks. Just big pieces of papers. These are just miscellaneous items. Like, no, I just made it for a video. And these are journal cards. These are like pre-made journal cards, like the Tim Holtz cards. So that's what I have so far. This is my finished ephemera. If you're building up your stash, it's nice to have a variety of things that are ready to go. So now I'm back at my normal recording desk. We can talk about the process that I've fell into as part of my process for making ephemera and accumulating a stash of items that are ready to go and put in a junk journal. Best way to start is with clusters. So I just will mass make a bunch of clusters and have them ready to go. Recently, I did these, which were those 3-piece clusters. There's a link in the description. I also had scrap clusters. So these are just stapled together from my scrap bin. I have ones that I make from my favorite pieces of my antique papers, my fun embellishments, maybe some lace, and some pretty paper, and my floral or fun embellishments. So like these, here's another one of those. I have quite a few videos on clusters. Step 2 is making pockets. What I would suggest is an easy pocket supply is, of course, your junk mail envelopes. So you can just kind of take these, decorate them any way you want. You can ink them or cover them with decorative paper. There's many ways to do these, and lots of videos on YouTube to find ways to do that. You can just grab a bunch of these junk mail envelopes and then cut them a variety of sizes. Another envelope to make is these book page envelopes. So the video for doing these envelopes will be linked in the description. Step 3 is create journal cards. So the way that I like to do this is to create a master board or a large collage board and cut it up into pieces around the corners and turn those into journal cards. And then those can stick nicely into the pockets that you created. You can also add the clusters that you had to the outside envelope. So let's just say you've got this pocket and you've got your cluster, and you can just pop it right on there, and you've got an envelope that's ready to go. Number 4 is tag bases. So that's what these are. These are basically just tag shapes, and I have a video on mass making tags. So you can go ahead and check that out. The link is in the description. Again, I have caught on to the fact that I love using my double-sided thicker scrapbooking paper for the tag bases, because then your back is already finished and then you can just decorate one side with your cluster. So you've still got clusters and you can just add those to the front of your tags and they're done and done. Number 5 is tuck corners. So these are super easy. All you do is you take papers and you cut them triangles, and then you can just use those as tucks. You can add your clusters. So I just have a stack of these ready to go. When I need a tuck, I just grab one of these triangles, add a cluster to it, and it's ready to go. Number 6 on the list is notepads. So you just take your scrap lined paper or lined papers, ledger papers, graph paper. Sometimes I use this paper, which is kind of fun. Just put them all together. Take like a couple. We'll just do it. And a couple of these. And we'll do 3 of each, maybe. And I'm just going to sort this with a little bit of a variety. And then you can just tear these bits, staple them, and you've got a little notepad. You can very easily mass make these. You can add a specialty sheet to the front of it if you wanted, like a piece of fabric or a journal card or a decorative piece of paper, or even a piece of lace or something across the top. So I hope you find these steps helpful as you are trying to create and build up your own stash. Links to the videos that I mentioned in the description. I do have a few items for sale in an Etsy shop. There's some physical and some digital items, so you can go ahead and check that out. The link is in the description. As always, thanks for coming along, and I'll talk to you later.